no girl, no girl is gonna love me like you do. More money, more time, more girls. Now it's no time, no dollars, no girls. I remember old times and old girls. I swear I wanted my last name, yours, girl. Look, now she calling where I'm at, you know, girl. I was waiting for you. Now I'm back on tour, girl.
Bonjour, guten Tag, YouTube. You see what's going on? Your boy finally made it to YouTube, man. I'm finally on YouTube, man. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Joseph Alana. My friends call me Joey, but I go by Life of Joey because I'm the life of the party. But yeah, that's by the way. You see, this year is all about progression for me, and for me, progression is putting myself in new places. And YouTube is a new place for me, and I'm putting myself here. You know, I'm trying to open doors that I cannot open at the moment, or I'm trying to be in rooms that I'm not sitting at the moment. And putting myself in new places is the only way I'll be able to do that, you know. It's actually my first YouTube video. This is my first ever YouTube video, but it's not the first time being in front of the camera, you know. I've been creating content for like 10 months or 11 months, and it's not going too bad, but it's not going good either. I mean, you know what I mean. But I deadass want to open a new Instagram account because I feel like the people who follow me on Instagram at the moment, they follow me because they know me. Like, we've met in some way or the other, or we know someone who knows someone, and somehow we connect. So most of my followers are acquaintances, and they didn't follow me for the content that I create, and I feel like I'm bugging them with my content. By the end of the day, I want to open a new Instagram account, but I'm just thinking how can I juggle two Instagram accounts, and I for real love the people I have on my Instagram at the moment. I don't know, man. Probably I will open a new one, but for now I think I'm gonna stick with it. The contents are not really bad. I think like I'm learning as I'm going. When I started, my contents were really bad, trust me. But now it's getting better. But yeah, that's it. Right, story time, right? I was gonna say, even as a kid, right, I wanted to be an actor, right? But it has to come with a story time, right? You see, when I was young, I think it was like 9 years, 9, 10, 11-ish, that kind of age range. We used to watch a lot of Nollywood at home, man. Like, my mom was a big time Nollywood watcher, if that's a word, right? And we used to watch Nollywood at home. And I feel like a lot of Nigerian household, they watched Nollywood growing up. And there were these two guys, these two legends, right? We call them Aki and Popo. And for those of you who don't know Aki and Popo, this is Aki and Popo here. And these guys, they influence a lot of kids in Nigeria. And I happen to be one of those kids that they influenced. And I wanted to be like them because I had a friend, right? And we're living in the same building, right? And his name is Joseph. My name is Joseph, and he's also Joseph, right? And even in our neighborhood, like other parents or other adults used to call us Aki and Popo because I'm fair like Popo and he's dark like Aki, and then in our neighborhood they used to call us Aki and Popo because we're everywhere together, we're playing together, we're doing everything together. We used to go fetch water together, we used to go play football together, and whenever we go play football, the two Josephs, they have to be in the same team. But that aside, right, back to the story. One day, me and Joseph, we were sitting outside just a few blocks away from our house, right? We're just sitting there, talking what kids talk. I can't remember what we're talking about, but we're just talking. And then the guy walked past, right? He walked past 5 steps and then he came back. And then he looked at us and asked, "Are you guys brothers?" We said, "No, we're not brothers." And he was like, "Oh, you guys look like brothers. Have you acted movies before?" And we're like, no, we've never acted before. And at that point, I was starting to get maybe excited because he asked about movies. And, like I said, the legends, Aki and Popo, they already influenced me, and I wanted to be a movie star like them. And then he asking me and Joseph if we've acted movies before. I thought maybe he was mistaking us for Aki and Popo, like every other person in the neighborhood calls us Aki and Popo. And then, but I was already a little bit excited, and we're like, no, we don't act movies. We've never acted before. And then he was like, oh, do you guys know Aki and Popo? Bro, with that question, I was like, oh, where is this conversation going? I was like, yeah, we know Aki and Popo. And he said, would you like to be like Aki? Would you guys like to be like Aki and Popo? Bro, I was the first person to answer. I was like, yes, we would like to be like Aki and Popo. And I was like, okay, where are your parents? And I was like, my dad is at work, my mom is at home. Joseph was like, yeah, my parents are home. And then he was like, okay, do you know what's gonna happen? Tomorrow, you guys are gonna come here to this exact spot, to this place you're sitting. You're gonna come here at this particular time, and I'm gonna come here tomorrow. I'll get you guys. We'll go talk to your parents first, and then I will take you and make you guys like Aki and Popo. You guys will be movie stars, bro. Man, when I heard that news, man, my brain was like. I went home and I was telling my mom, mommy, do you know that I'm going to be a movie star? Like I've been saying, like I'm going to be like Popo, because I loved Popo. Obviously we had like the same skin color, and I used to be very, very corny. Like, I mean, I learned a lot of bad habits from those guys and their movies. And I used to be very corny like Popo, and I was telling my mom like, man, you know, I'm going to be like Popo. And then she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, one brother just passed like five minutes ago. And he said, me and Joseph, it was like me and Joseph, we look like Aki and Popo. But my mom was not really surprised, because almost everybody in the neighborhood calls us Aki and Popo. And then she was like, what's going on? I was like, yeah, he said he's going to make us like Aki and Popo. Like he's going to take us and make us movie stars. And my mom was like, okay. So where's this brother now? I was like, he said we should come tomorrow. He will pick us, and then he will come talk to you, and then he will take us to become movie stars. And my mom was like, okay. I was like, this woman does not feel the excitement in me right now. And then I went all over the neighborhood. I was telling other kids, do you guys know me and Joseph, we're going to be the next Aki and Popo, we're going to be the next movie stars in Nigeria. And everybody was like, whoa, crazy. So the next day came, and I got back from school early, and immediately I went to my wardrobe. There was this clothes that I had never worn before. I was saving it for Christmas. And if you grew up in Nigeria, you know it's a thing to have Christmas clothes months before it's Christmas. So those were my Christmas clothes. And I pulled up my Christmas clothes, and I was like, today we're gonna finish it. We're gonna finesse them. And then I put on my Christmas clothes. I went outside, and I was already waiting there. I got there even before Joseph, because Joseph had to go for an errand for his mom. So I got there, I was sitting down, and I was waiting. 5 minutes later, or like 5-10 minutes later, Joseph pulls up. Man, my boy had new sandals, bro. My boy had new sandals, and he came, and we were so gassed. We were so gassed. And we're waiting for this guy, this brother. We're waiting for this brother, and we're there waiting for hours, bro. In fact, up till today, we're still waiting for him. And it was so crazy, because that day Joseph was like, this guy's playing us. I was like, nah, hold on. Bro, after hours, man, we didn't see this guy, and it was like they just put off my movie star ambitions. I mean, I was a kid, bro. I was a kid. But yeah, that's the story of how a guy deceived me, or deceived us, or making us movie stars. But I feel like I always wanted to be an actor after watching Aki and Popo. I always wanted to be an actor, and that guy came and he foiled it. I don't even know where he came from. The funny thing is, I can still recognize him up till today. Like, I can still picture his face in my head, and if I see him, I'll be able to recognize him. But But that's by the way, he's gone. Even if I didn't make it to being a movie star, I'm still in front of the camera. I can direct myself. I can make my own movies if I want to. And I'm here making my own YouTube videos. So it's still a win-win. I'm still on TV, bro. But yeah, that's by the way. Today is a lazy day. It's a boring day for me. It's not like I've got much to do. I don't have a lot of things to do. The itinerary for today is have coffee. I'm gonna have coffee with my friend, Precious. I'm gonna meet him very soon. What's the time? Okay, we still have a little bit of time. I'm gonna meet him soon, so we're gonna have coffee together, and maybe we're gonna have a side quest. Maybe I don't know because we've been hearing about this Munchies burger, and a lot of people saying it's really, really, really good. So we're gonna go try Munchies burger if we have some time. So that's, by the way, that's like a side quest. If we have time to do it, we will do it. But the main thing we're doing is just have coffee together, talk. And recently we've been talking about business, like opening business and managing businesses a lot. Me, Precious, and another of my friend Lazarus, who lives in Rwanda, we've been talking about business a lot lately. So today I'm meeting up with Precious, who lives here, and we're going to talk more about the business we've been talking about. And maybe usually when I'm with my friends, we talk about life also. So probably we'll talk about life. But yeah, I don't drink coffee. Usually I don't usually drink coffee, but I'm trying to get into it because I'm in my fucking unk era. My big age, my fucking big age. I don't drink coffee, bro. But that's by the way. Yeah. I guess that's what happens on the vlog. You guys are gonna come with me to drink coffee, maybe. And yeah. And one more thing, is it like and subscribe? Yeah, so if you're feeling the vibe, if somehow you're feeling the vibe, man, put me a like down there, hit me with a subscribe. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, tell me what you want to see in my videos, and we'll work on it. But yeah, for now, I don't think we have a lot of time because he should call me soon. Okay, he's not calling yet. So let's go.
I got no drip in my pocket. Must have forgot it, or maybe I already lost it. Don't got enough to go cop it. I'm about to take off like a rocket. Houston, we might have a problem, but that don't mean money will solve them. No, that don't mean money will solve them. Woke up dreaming other commas, and I got $100 in my wallet. I've been trying to make it, do it for my mama. I ain't with the faking, never with the drama. She said that I take it, now I gotta honor that. Replace a Honda with the fucking Model X. Replace my exes with a couple models. She act out of pocket, now it's just a problem. I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. No, really, don't worry. I don't want no Burberry, glowing like the sun, or maybe a little Mercury. Shooting like I'm Booker, but nobody ever heard of me. You don't got 5 O's when I say a word to me. Nah, but really, y'all been acting silly. I could care less if you fucking with me, cause I still got the checks coming 150. I got no drip in my pocket, yeah.
Right, guys, the coffee was so nice, bro. I can't believe I've been sleeping on coffee, man. But that's by the way, right? Man, I can't lie, it's pretty much hard, making the content without a script. But this is what I've decided to do with YouTube. I don't want to write no script. I just want to come here and be myself. This is my decision. And just to give you a little bit of how I'm feeling about YouTube, right? Or a little bit of how I'm feeling about making this video. In Instagram and TikTok, you gotta put your content within 1 minute or less than a minute, right? And I needed to speak really fast to pass my message across. But here on YouTube, I can take it slow. I can explain myself better. I can even do a real good story time and yap as long as I want. So I'm pretty much enjoying making this video, and I feel like I'm gonna enjoy being on YouTube, right? But the main reason why I'm on YouTube is finding my own community, right? I want to find the people who mess with me because of me, right? I don't want to be performative. I don't want to perform. I just want to find people who mess with me, who fuck with me, or people who like my vibe, or people who vibe like me. And just find a community on YouTube, right? Because on Instagram is more people that I know, but I want to create a kind of community outside the people I know to be able to open new doors, like I said in the beginning of the video. But yep, I'm pretty much enjoying making this video. Everything is going slowly, everything is going smoothly, and hopefully if I'm able to really find my kind of people here on YouTube and maybe build a community for myself or build a community amongst people, then I think I should be here for long, I think I should be sticking around for long. And starting up this channel, while I was setting up my channel, right, I had a lot of doubts, right. I had a lot of doubts in my heart because I'm like, who would really want to listen to my stories, or who would really want to listen to what I have to say? And I'm making long form content at this point in time. The advice I hear from gurus on Instagram, it really got to me because I'm thinking, oh, everybody's attention is cooked. Nobody's gonna really sit down and listen to my long form videos. But I'm like, bruh, fuck that shit. Because at the moment, the level of I don't give a fuckness that I'm at now is really on the max, bro. Can't lie, bro. I really don't give a fuck because what could go wrong? What could go wrong? What is that thing that could go wrong, man? I don't know. Probably we'll find out, probably we'll never find out, but I hope we never find out. But I heard a quote from a guy that I really like, right? And I really admire the guy. And he said, if you listen to people and if you listen to what people always say about you, if you always listen to what people say about you, rather, then you're just as miserable as them. And for me, I feel like I really do not care about what people have to say, or I really do not care about what people think about me anymore. I'm past that stage already. I remember we had to do a side quest, right? But we didn't have time. Me and Precious, we had no time. I just dropped Precious off. So there's no time anymore to go grab a bite at Munchies. Probably we'll do that probably some other time, but I will surely bring you guys along because I'm really excited to try the burger. But for today, we don't have time for no side quests. I have to go home to my girlfriend, so I'm gonna head home now and I'm gonna do other stuffs, and I'll probably catch you guys on the next one. So please like and subscribe, and whatever you don't like, whatever you like, again, please let me know in the comment section, or whatever you'd like to see in my content or in my long form videos. Whatever suggestion you have for me starting out, just let me know. We'll find a way around it. I don't know what I'm doing on YouTube, bro. I'm just trying to navigate through YouTube at the moment, and I'll need you guys' help. Whatever advice you have for me, whatever suggestions, whatever kind of video you vibe more with, I'll look into it. And please do not forget again to leave me a subscribe on my channel. I really need it. All right, so I'll catch you guys in the next one.
They said I better keep you cause you not like most girls, and I didn't mean it, I was so low, girl.